Gabe, you know the situation in Haiti well. It was a disaster in the poorest place in the hemisphere long before the earthquake, long before this. But it now has no government at all. It is basically becoming Somalia in the Western Hemisphere.
Yeah, that's right, Andrea. Look, there's been political instability in Haiti for decades, but now with Secretary Blinken heading to Jamaica today, I'm told by a U.S. official that there's a growing sense of urgency within the administration after the events of last week. Now, I'm told that the Prime Minister, Ariel Henry, remains in Puerto Rico and that senior administration officials are in contact with him, but are not assisting him in any way in returning to Haiti. So, Andrea, the White House is walking a very fine line here, repeating and reiterating to me once again today that they're not asking the Prime Minister to resign, but they are trying to facilitate a political transition here. And that's part of the reason that Secretary of State Blinken is heading to Jamaica today to speak with other Caribbean nations about this multinational security force that supposedly will be led by Kenya, and also to expedite that political transition. But yes, as you noted in your introduction, Andrea, the situation there in Haiti on the ground is getting much worse. Andrea?
And they've been trying to get that multinational force in there because basically the U.S. does not want to have boots on the ground. They've said they won't. But, you know, we've seen this movie before. I was there in the 90s when they had a UN peacekeeping force, and Ray Kelly, before he became, you know, the commissioner of New York City's police department, was there running it and trying to establish, you know, a judicial system, and they had free and fair elections. We also had Jimmy Carter go before that on behalf of Bill Clinton, going in certainly with Colin Powell and Sam Nunn. I was there then, you know. But we've seen it devolve, and then, of course, the earthquake in 2010, just what more disaster.
Yeah, that's right, Andrea. Look, Haiti has had to go through many disasters, both natural and man-made, especially within the last few decades. But as you noted, the 90s with Jean-Bertrand Aristide and the back and forth there, the coup, and when he, you know, the peacekeeping force that was needed, there are major concerns here that the U.S. might be dragged here into a wider conflict. And that's certainly something the Biden administration does not need, especially with everything going on around the world in Israel and as well as Ukraine. But again, the White House has been very steadfast in saying that they do not plan to send American boots on the ground in Haiti, but they are reiterating that they are trying to work with those countries in the Caribbean to try and come up with some solution here in order to bring down the temperature. But those armed gangs in Haiti control around 80% of the capital, Port-au-Prince, according to the UN. And speaking with humanitarian aid organizations on the ground there in Haiti, it's a very desperate situation, Andrea.